Hello everyone, in this presentation we will explore Westpac Bank 2024 risk management strategy, with a particular focus on the role of artificial intelligence, its application benefits, and the associated challenges. As the global financial landscape evolves rapidly and the technological become deeply embedded in the financial service, the risks faced by banks are becoming increasingly multifaceted. Key areas of concern now extend beyond the traditional credit and operational risk to include emerging technological risk. Against this backdrop, Westpac, one of Australia's Big Four banks, has outlined its most recent risk management strategies in its 2024 annual report and the Pillar 3 report. Notably, Westpac is continuing to join its IT system through the Unite Transformation Program and maintain its use of traditional methods such as the advanced internal rating basis approach for credit risk modeling. Alongside this, the integration of artificial intelligence has enhanced the efficiency and the processing of risk identification, assessment, and mitigation process. However, this technological shift is not without challenging issues such as algorithmic obfuscated databases, cybersecurity fails, and regulatory ambiguity pose significant concerns. These challenges raise important questions about the responsible and effective use of AI critical risk management functions.
Let's start with a simple explanation of credit risk. Credit risk means the chance that a borrower or customer can't pay back the money. For banks, loans and credit products are a big part of their business. So credit risk has a big effect on how stable the bank's profit is, how much capital it needs, and how it is judged by regulators. That's why it is one of the most important risks banks face. Now, let's look at Westpac credit risk in 2024. Westpac loan loss cost was only 0.07% of its average loans, which is 0.02% lower than last year. This shows that even though the economy is uncertain, Westpac loan losses are still very low. This means Westpac is doing well in checking and managing loan risks. Also, about 1.27% of its loans are in stage 3, which means these loans have higher chances of not being paid back. Although this is a small increase, it is still low level. Westpac has saved enough money to cover 16.4% of possible losses on these loans, with a total reserve of 5.1 billion, showing it is well prepared. So, how does Westpac keep its credit risk under control? First, it uses flexible planning and extra savings. It calculates possible losses by looking at different economic situations, including risks like climate change and fraud. It also helped over 47,000 customers with repayment delays or new loan plans, which stopped many loans from turning bad. Second, Westpac spreads its loans across different industries, areas, and customer types. It avoids giving too much money to high-risk areas like commercial property. Instead, it focuses on safer areas like home loans and farming. Third, Westpac keeps its strong capital reserves. Its key capital ratio is 12.5%, which is much higher than required. It also passes stress tests to prove it can stay strong in tough times. Lastly, the bank received a good feedback from regulators. The Australian regulator APRA cut its actual capital requirement from 1 billion to 500 million. This shows the Westpac risk management and company culture has improved. In short, Westpac carefully manages credit risks and stay strong, even in a difficult environment. It is a good example of how a bank can manage risks and still do well.
I will introduce Westpac's 2024 credit impairment performance and compare it with Australia's four major banks. First, let's look at Westpac's overall performance in 2024. According to Figure 1, Westpac recorded AUD 537 million in credit impairment charges, with an impairment ratio of 7 basis points. This is a bit lower than 9 bps in 2023, which shows a small improvement, but it is still higher than 5 bps in 2022. This means credit risk has gone down a little compared to last year, but it has not returned to the very low level we saw 2 years ago. If we break this down, new individually assessed provisions rose to AUD 423 million, more than twice last year's amount. This shows that some loans are under more pressure and some borrowers are finding it harder to repay. Write-offs went up to AUD 486 million, which means more loans were fully written off as losses. Recoveries stayed about the same as before, which is a good sign and shows that Westpac is still managing risk well. Overall, Westpac's credit risk is under control, but a rise in provisions and write-offs shows that high-risk loans are still a challenge. The bank is being careful by putting aside more money to deal with possible future problems. Now let's compare Westpac with the other big banks. As shown in Figure 2, the impairment ratio in 2024 were ANZ 5 bps, the lowest, Westpac 7 bps, CBA 8 bps, NAB 10 bps, the highest. This means Westpac did better than CBA and NAB and was only a little behind ANZ. It's important to note that Westpac and ANZ have similar loan sizes, so their numbers can be compared directly. Westpac's higher provisions compared to ANZ may suggest more loan stress, but it can also mean the bank is being extra careful, not that the loans are worse. In conclusion, 2024 was not an easy year. Australia had high inflation, higher interest rates, and falling house prices. All of this make credit risk go up because they put pressure on borrowers. However, the strong job market helped people keep their incomes, which stopped things from getting much worse. By being careful with provisions, watching loan closely, and keeping recoveries steady, Westpac stayed in a strong position. Its results were better than CBA, NAB, and only a little behind ANZ. This shows that even in a tough year, Westpac kept credit risk at a safe level and it prepared for future challenges.
In the third part of this discussion, I would like to focus on case study of Westpac Bank, highlighting how AI is currently being integrated into risk management frameworks. The emerging challenges associated with the integration and strategies that may support a more refined and ethical implementation. According to Westpac 2024 annual report and Pillar 3 cultures, the bank has adopted a dual approach to risk technology, maintaining traditional risk management methodologies while similarly investing in digital transformation through its UNIT program, which seeks to consolidate IT infrastructure to enhance system stability and operational resilience. Managing credit risk, Westpac applies the advanced internal ratings-based approach, complemented by comprehensive stress testing and module validation process. Additionally, the bank adheres to regulatory standards such as APRA CPS 234, which governs information security, ensuring the availability, integrity, and confidentiality of cycle systems and customer data. However, the integration of AI also introduces a range of novel and complex risks. One major concern is the systemic failure of machine learning modules under unexpected or atypical conditions. The absence of well-defined regulatory frameworks for AI in financial services drives the risk of no compliance or regularity lag. To mitigate these risks and harness the full potential of AI, four strategies response are recommended. Establish an independent AI module validation system in backtesting, continuous performance monitoring, and basic detection of matches to ensure module robustness and reliability. Develop a comprehensive AI ethics framework to safeguard fairness, transparency, and explainability in accountable decision-making. Enhance data governance capabilities focusing on data quality, privacy protection, and cybersecurity controls throughout the data lifecycle. Design an AI risk management system that balances innovation and compliance activity, engage with regulatory bodies, and anticipates forthcoming regulation on technical and operational risk. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is my part. In conclusion, AI is undoubtedly in reshaping the way banks manage risk, offering a great speed, precision, and predictive capability. However, as demonstrated through Westpac case, AI adoption also brings a range of new complex challenges. Despite its progress in integrating AI into credit risk and operational systems, Westpac's current risk management plans reveals several critical gaps, most notably insufficient consideration of model bias, data privacy risks, and a lack of formal AI regulatory response mechanisms. These issues highlight the need for stronger governance as the bank continues to automate decision-making process. To address these challenges, Westpac proposed three key strategies: strengthening data governance to protect privacy and ensure data quality, establishing an independent model verification systems to reduce bias and improve transparency, creating a formal AI instance framework to guide responsible AI deployment. These recommendations are essential not only for maintaining the regulator compliance, but also for building long-term resilience and public trust. Ultimately, successful AI integration in bank depends not just on advanced technology, but on how well that the technology is governed, connected, and aligned with ethical, and legal standards. A best approach combining innovation with accountability will be key to the future of the risk management. Thank you. This is our reference.